Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. And hopefully you've been enjoying the summer Speedy sample review bonanza. Today we're obviously doing another Speedy sample review, but real quickly I just wanted to mention again, and I'm going to keep mentioning this through this whole week, is follow me on Instagram at Mission Bottle Kill. I just started a new account to promote emptying out your great bottles of whiskey. Don't sit on these bottles of whiskey. Don't worry about what the newest and latest and greatest is. Finish these great bottles of whiskey you've got in your cabinet. So if you'd like me to repost your empty bottle on Instagram, go ahead and tag me mission_bottle_kill. And that way I can repost your picture and show everybody what bottles are being emptied out. And you can go check out my page. I got tons of bottles from people all over the country and the world that are emptying out their bottles of whiskey. So check it out, Mission Bottle Kill on Instagram. Obviously, we're doing another Speedy sample review. So if this does happen to be your first, 2 boxes of whiskey here, 24 samples. These samples are made up of whiskey sent to me by distilleries to review, whiskey sent to me by friends in the whiskey world, and whiskeys I've already reviewed, have put in a sample bottle a few months after they've been opened so we can see how those whiskeys are doing with a little bit of airtime. So if this is a re-review, I'll link it up here in the corner and down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get to this review. We've got 24 samples programmed into here. We're going to hit it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Number 10. So we got 12 in here. 4, 8, 9, and 10. Pour a little bit of this, whatever it might be. I'm done calling it whiskey because God knows what it is. All right, let's put this down here. Very interesting nose. Not very standard whiskey-like. Very fruity. Some other notes hiding behind there, but I can't quite put my finger on what they are just yet. Got a lot of like that middling dark fruit, berry character. Maybe some vanilla, some honey sweetness. There's something in the back. It drops off in the back. The fruitiness kind of drops out and it turns into something I'm not able to put my finger on quite yet. Flattens out a little bit. Maybe there's a touch of like a spiciness back there, maybe. Anyways, let's stop trying to figure it out with the nose and get to the taste. Cheers. I am not sure what I'm tasting here. All right, we have to unpack this one. This might be a not so speedy sample review. This tastes unlike anything I've ever tasted before, so bear with me. We're gonna have to figure out what we're dealing with here. I distinctly at the end, and it kind of washed my mind of the other flavors I was tasting earlier in the palate, but towards the mid to back palate, it went smoky on me, but just for a flash. Like I don't have this lingering smoky taste in my mouth per se. There's a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. But it flashed this big smoky quality and then kind of died out and went a little fruity again. But there's definitely smoke here, which I got none of on the nose. 0 smoke on the nose. I mean, maybe it's contributing to that character I was trying to describe when I was nosing it before, but it really doesn't smell smoky. Yeah, definitely go smoky mid-palate, but not strong. Kind of this moderate amount of smoke. Like I said, it's kind of intermingled with this fruitiness. There's definitely a lot of fruit still up front. Mild burn on the tongue. Let me clean the palate up real with a quick drink of water. So we can try to get some of these flavors out. For me, smoke is always kind of, even though this smokiness is not overwhelming, it definitely kind of covers up a lot of the other flavors, and I really have a hard time getting through it. But in this presentation, I really don't think it's bad. And for me, I'm really trying to work my way into that smokiness. I don't think I'm ready for the Lafroigs and Ardbegs of the world, but this isn't bad to me. It's got a very malty quality to it. I feel like there's maybe I'm not sure, like I said, there's a lot going on here, but I feel like there's a youthful quality in here too. Like maybe this isn't quite an older whiskey. I mean, we're dealing kind of a medium golden type color. Not that color's everything. Yeah, this is a very strange one. Definitely unlike anything I've tasted before. And kind of odd how the nose doesn't quite match up with the palate. Not bad, just different. Doesn't give you, usually the nose kind of leads you into what the whiskey should taste like, or whatever. I mean, I'm assuming this is whiskey. And this doesn't happen here. Definitely two very different things, but they both are pretty decent. So for me, I'm not loving this. I'm not hating this. I think it's a good balance of flavors. I think with the smoke they've added to this, it's reasonable. It's not trying to murder this whiskey and not trying to overwhelm it. It's just trying to balance out with it. Like I said, this whiskey does seem to be maybe a touch younger, and but I do like the fruitiness that's going on here. So for me, it's a tough one. I'm going to give this a moderate score of an 80. I think it's good. I'm a little confused by it and don't know what to think. But again, blind review, don't know what I'm dealing with. So we're going to say it's an 80. Maybe we score it differently if we find out once we find out what it is. But let's take a look. This is, oh wow, this is the Dogfish Head Alternate Takes Volume 1. Whiskey finished in rum casks, 90 proof. And actually, I forgot to mention what the proof was. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the smokiness if you're finishing something in a rum cask. It's not bad, it's just different. And so I definitely want to spend a little bit more time with this and see where it goes. But like I said, I'm pretty comfortable with my score. If you have had the opportunity to try the Dogfish Head Alternate Takes, batch number 1, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews, and on Twitter, or excuse me, at Instagram at Mission Bottle Kill. You can send me an email at blindwhiskyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, @gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.